notorious for having people rotate round through sewers, come up through mid when you're least expecting it. I'm interested to see how they'll deal with that. I do think it's going to favor them a lot more on attack than it does on defense. Luckily, they are starting on attack, so that's going to be their bread and butter here. But Supermassive Blaze going for a completely different idea. They do have that double Sentinel on the Sage and the Cypher. They've also got the Astra in the controller slot. The Sky as the initiator there is going to be able to, well, I mean, you're relying on the Sky this time to completely open up the attacks. There's no other real agent that can do that. I do think they are going to be favored on defense, so I think we're going to see two quite close halves. Not the same as last game whatsoever.
So we've got a close-up of the pumped-up kicks. See if FPX can make this one run, and they're going to run through, and Turco's forced back right now. The shield, the wall coming up from the Sage might be a savior here. Pora going in for a quick dink, but not enough to finish off the Phoenix, who is back up to full HP thanks to the Sage. All looking good for FPX on the entry.
And they're going to head through ropes, try and go for a B take now, but there are 3 players from Supermassive Blaze waiting for this one. Brave, the closest one, and bravely standing his ground against those paint grenades. Now, looks like FPX, they might rethink their strategy on this one. They do have the player advantage, and this is the round where a player advantage really matters the most, but and they're just sitting here, and once again, as we saw on Ascent, they're just biding their time, waiting for the last 30 or so seconds before they jump in and try and go for an explosive take. Maybe trying to get that heal back once again as well, which can be very useful. On the pistol round, the wall goes up to block off CT, and they're going to head through onto B site. Does mean that all of the Supermassive Blaze players are locked in towards CT. They can't really get up into heaven too quickly, which gives them a nice amount of time to plant the spike.
There it is. It's down, and in the meantime, that's a very exposed position that Zipan can hold on to for a long time, so he just has to sit here in the cubby on B for as long as he can. Nobody at the top here in heaven. You'll see FPX just setting up and already set up for it. What can SMB do for this push? They're taking control of heaven up top. They're gonna have to drop him for close gunfights to happen.
They've lost their Sentinel though, which means that one player coming around from behind. Doesn't really matter if they don't win the gunfight on site though, and as all the kills get traded out, only Brave is going to be able to find one headshot. The rest of the team, they're just going to clean it up. So I do think Angel would have been through that on that flank to clean up anything that would have gone Supermassive Blaze's way.
Dima. Хорошо. Very well done in the round. Just held on, and the ghost control of them was so incredible to see. Even when we weren't in first person with them, we could really just see them in the outline doing work on the spike control. So FPX are able to grab the very first round, but I think if there's one map where you can really do work up close with save rounds or just only pistol rounds, it is right here. It's the best opportunity that you have. So SMB are going to stack up on A, and FPX realize what's going on. They go to B for an easy plant, and you know what? Expected. It is the safe thing to do. So should be a freebie.
Yeah, Paranoia over to Billboard just to make sure nobody was sitting behind over towards site there, but site's clear. They've checked it quite thoroughly. I think they can get the spike down now. Angel just checking for any stragglers that might be left behind, but yeah, the whole SMB side, they are over towards A, and they're going to slowly conga line their way around to B. Looks like they're all going to go for that market play. Anybody going to stay in CT? No? One more player? Nope. We're all going market. Let's go. Okay. Conga line all the way there. And I do think it is the best chance of making it happen. Pistols sometimes do work in those longer range engagements. Xiao is going to be the first contact for any mid pushes. They're going B main. They're going for full exits on this one, I think. They're just waiting for everybody to leave through B main, which is happening. Xiao is going to have to try and spray him down and calls out to his teammates that they're all here, but out they come. Brave will take one down. Dimisic finding power before anything else happens. Zippen with another, but Russ finds one more. Izzy finds another. Oh, I mean, 3 casualties is not so bad for Supermassive Blaze. That is the plan they had in mind.
Exactly. Well, they call it split for a reason, right? That's why it's called the way that it is. So all it took was just everybody conga lining through, and they took out 3 players with it. They made it super expensive, and this is gonna at least oh my god, what is that crosshair shadow? Are you serious? Is he doing it on purpose? He is 100%.
Oh god, we don't need any more dumb It's beautiful.
Incredible.
It has its own, you know what? Every crosshair has its own beauty, and I'm sure Shadow has found some twisted pleasure in that one. Dimasick is going to use the run it back to push in. Going to get tagged up by those paint grenades and pulled back by the gravity well. Is he just waiting for it to happen? He drops down onto site, but no kills are going to be found off the back of that. Zipan will find the opening pick. Brave getting one onto Shao, and Izzy doesn't find that one. Turco around the back does get it. Angel does find the head of Izzy as well, though, and it's only 2 players left on the Supermassive Blaze side. Knows that one is over towards mid, and the rest of the players probably on B. Power. First contact, he's looking for Zipan here, and Zipan's right around the corner waiting. Is that rope, but Power finds a head first. That's a big pick for them. It's just Angel left on site. The last player is coming through from B main, and he does find the pick onto Power. The spray down from Angel. That'll take out Turco. There you go. Not a clean round, but it gets the job done completely. And buying up into those rifles in the in third round was actually definitely a good move for them.
So 3 now for FPX, and SMB are even. Is that a double judge or only one of them? Double. Okay.
Oh
okay.
yeah. That's what we love to see.
It's getting pretty spicy. They're gonna sell it again, and then just keep on playing and toying with our hearts. So I'm wondering. Well, so far FPX looking very pretty on their attacking side. They should get this extra round, the 4th one, in for free. It's all about making it expensive. Oh boy, the running headshot from Angel. Pora is down on the floor, and there's the wall. Should be open for the plant here on B with a couple players for SMB in heaven.
Opening pick. Power not quite finding the headshot. Unfortunate. You do need to make that first shot count with the Sheriff. Supermassive Blaze only really want to make casualties happen at this point. Maybe take away some weapons, save them into next round, but mostly it's just getting rid of that economy. Oh, and 1 headshot, 2 headshots for Turco. That'll get rid of Zipan. 1 issue down, and oh, that was clean as you like with those 2 headshots. Still needs to make a little more happen here, though. They're just waiting for exits once again. 2 players going over towards B main. 2 players waiting for anybody who comes through CT, so covering all their bases. Shao, again, watching this back, and he'll find Brave, but knows there's another one there. The paint grenade is going to drive him back, and he does find the kill onto Izzy, but the paint grenades do get that revenge for him. Russell find one more, and again, 3 casualties for SMB on their save round. I mean, they're losing the rounds, but they are definitely making it expensive for FPX.
Really expensive. 3 players down as well, and Russ might just go in for the extra cash and the ult point. No, he's
gonna save the Sheriff.
Very important.
Could have got an ult point off of that.
No, honestly.
Okay. Well,
I
interesting
guess.
choice. Fair enough.
Oh, he went for the rifle.
Oh, wait, he got it.
Did he? Oh, he did. Let's go.
Let's
go. And there's a timeout. Very well done. This is a very early timeout, you might think, but honestly,
wait, did he buy that? He might have bought that.
Did he in the moment?
I mean, he has 200 credits left. I don't know how many credits he had before
then
that
he
round,
bought
though.
it 100%. There's no way you end the round with 200 credits. So
no, because he didn't buy into that last round. He had a Sheriff, so yeah. Damn. You could
Wah,
have got that.
wah.
Ah, it's a shame.
Sad. Very,
Good that
very
he had
sad.
enough credits, though. Good, nice that he had enough credits even after not dying in that round.
You know, I always look to you for positivity, and honestly, it is definitely there. So, what's the positivity in this? It is an early... What are we looking at? Okay, thank you.
That's a classic.
It's
Classic EMEA.
I didn't know where it was going, but
Let's
you know...
go. Wee. Okay, that's enough of that. Go on.
Calling the early timeout to make sure that they don't... SMB calling out the early timeout to make sure that they don't lose too many rounds here. Already on the attacking side, it's looking pretty good with these 4 rounds. Collecting, 7-8 is good for FPX, and they're halfway there. That SMB have yet to really find an opening. They've been making rounds expensive for FPX, but even then, you can just buy up for your teammate, and it kind of equalizes the amount of cash that you have between you. So, at the end of the day, it's not really working out, and SMB have to find a solution, and finally, a buy round. But look at that! Turco with a great kill. There's a lot here that was used up, but it's worth it for the entry on Shao.
Yeah, not much Shao could do that. Ooh, gets away with his life just about. But they're going to get on site for free, at least FPX. well, for free. They take 1 casualty, but that's nothing to do with the entry. We can see there's a fight going on over towards Heaven here. Shadow's actually going to... Oh, sorry, towards mid. Shadow is going to leave and go towards Heaven, though. You can see the rest of the players from Supermassive Blaze are going to join Izzy over here. Send a Boombot over into screens, try and clear that angle, but there's a wall up there. You're not going to find anything. Angel doesn't want to peek that. Zipan finds the pick onto Power, and the Rolling Thunder from Shadow is going to push them all back. Cosmic Divide is used from Supermassive Blaze as they try and make their way back into the site, but the time's ticking down and they need to make something happen quick. They're walled off from screens, so really their only point of entry is going to be through Heaven. They actually just have to leave it.
Yep. Even if it's a 4v4, there's no time. All the util is already used up to confirm this plan to make sure that it goes the way of the attack at FPX. And yeah, it ended in a 4v4. It's incredible to think about, right? So many players survived, and yet still not much activity really happened in the round itself. There was just no opening to be found. You have to think, okay, you know what? We finally got some rifles. We finally got some cash. So maybe it's just not worth going for it. You're looking at the macro point of view, right? So that's always something to keep in the back of your head. Your IGL is always thinking about it as well.
Well, with only 3 players surviving, they're looking at 2 SMGs to back up your other 3 players, which is an awkward position to be in because those 3 players are going to have to really make it count when it happens here. Look, again going for a pick on top of the wall, and hey, there you go, the Phantom Enjoyers. Absolutely enjoying that kill there. Pepe love Vandal players, showing us where they are to be smoked. They don't know. Anyway, Angel's going to turn around the corner and try and make the Vandal work. There you go, the 1-tap onto Turco, and now the Vandal Enjoyers are very happy about that one. But the res has also been used on the FPX side. Power making a aggressive push through B main here, along with his friend. If you find anything, they know that Shao does play on this lurk every single round so far. So if Power can find this one, that's going to be a massive pick to open things up. Shadow is actually on his way, might be able to get a trade. No, he's going to head back with his team. Well, does Shao know that he is caught in the corner here? He won't find the first shot onto Power, but Power's going to back out of this one. Keep his weapon in hand. Gravity well utilized, and in comes Dimisic to defend his friend. How dare you push him? He's mine and mine alone, but the cage is up. He'll be able to get out of there quite happily. No, Dimisic will spray him down either way. Russ trying to use a guiding light there, but he's caught up with the breach utility and going to have to move back. And, well, Supermassive Blaze are just being kept out of these rounds. They're just being kept back by the hand. Not getting within arm's length so far.
Literally, with a wall in front of them, there's not much that they can do here, and this might be the call again to save up. There's 5 players, they're in post-fight positions, and it seems like it. Go for exit frags if you can find them. Stay back. And Angel is going to try to make this expensive here, checking through Postal. There's nobody in there. We'll go through ropes, and Russ is just going to be watching. You know, whatever I can get at the end of the day is positive, but it's Dima to get the refrag. Every single kill that goes the way of FPX is extremely expensive for SMB. Angel moving up. He might be looking. Oh! He still finds Izzy! Let's go! Brave. Not very brave of him here, standing all the way back by window, but it's happened. Very expensive. Whatever, buying up. This might be the force buy that SMB really need just because of the 2 rifles that were saved up. But, man, FPX are just walking on gold.
Bum plus Phoenix took their break after last game, drank some Red Bull, put on their Razer headsets, got back into the game, and they're absolutely smacking about the Supermassive Blaze team that was, well, looking relatively dominant on Ascent. Now, this is even more dominant for FPX, and I'd say that Supermassive Blaze has less of a one-sided composition, but I did expect them to get at least a few rounds on this half, and the only way they can get back into this one evenly is by winning every round from now on until the break. Shadow knows there's somebody in the corner. He doesn't find the shot, but Dimisic in the meantime has taken down Power.
How can he see anything with that crosshair that he has?
I have no clue. Somehow Zipan not dying there. Russ did have a full view of him, but he does get a pick onto Turco. Izzy's right around the corner, but can't go for the trade at all, and FPX still have every member alive. In comes Izzy. There we go, with the jugs, but Shadow's there with a quick headshot for the trade. And Russ has to clean up after him. Can't quite find the shot. Shadow's just so quick with those, and now they have 7 rounds with 4 members still alive.
This is kind of the intent from SMB for them to just hold the fort, hold the entries to the site directly, but they were outplayed every single time. You know, when they flashed a couple times, and then there was nobody poking out to find a kill because they're afraid. They're afraid that FPX have a player on the opposite angle that is kind of waiting about and ready for them, which is actually exactly what was happening. So you gotta feel here, if you're an SMB fan, you're really hurting after the first map that went so well in their favor. This is starting to look like a reversal of the first one. So what is it? Is it just the fact that we switched over cuisines? Has to be another reason.
I do love Turkish food, but FPX are really screwing over them right now. It's a difficult position for Supermassive Blaze because when you're playing on the defense, you're playing reactively. You're waiting for the attackers to make a move, and when the attackers don't make mistakes, there's not much you can do reactively to bring it back in your favor. When you're playing on the attack, you can try something new. When you're playing on the defense, all you can do is stack more players towards a site. Maybe place your utility somewhere else. Try some other team plays to get 1 or 2 picks, but you don't have the utility that you need to keep away an attack for the full round. So no matter what, Fun Plus Phoenix, if they have an answer for something, they're going to come up with it. And so far, they've had an answer for everything, and they're pushing in now over towards... What is this camera angle power? Is that allowed?
Oh, showstopper's out, and foul!
Oh, there we go. Supermassive Blaze have the... Well, a massive advantage in this round so far. Xiao, he's going to have to clean this one up with Dimasic if they want to be able to do this. Now, found out by that one. Dimasic finds the first pick. There's only a few more seconds left in the round, so it looks like Fun Plus Phoenix are going to be losing their first round in the half. Dimasic will find one, but can he find a spray down? Not at all. Turco, it was looking possible, but Turco will clean up those dreams and make it 1-7. We talk about that camera angle from Power.
Yeah, I don't really know what exactly it was trying to catch because the line of sight was so tiny of what it could actually see. It kind of means that you have to keep looking at that camera pretty much the whole round to even catch anybody if you get lucky anyways. But hey, they got their first round. Let's go. Woohoo! Can we get some easy claps in chat? Come on. I don't know if they turned on easy clap, but we got to get it running. So how does it go? Brave is forced back for just a moment here on the Astra. A lot of dedication util-wise here in the entry to B, but there's at least a couple players in heaven here to support. Oh, the shot.
Oh, Brave opening things up once again. Supermassive Blaze looking to make it a 5-7 half. Angel's going to be tagged up by that, and Brave is ready for the teleport. Takes a second headshot down now. Well, FPX, once again, they're down to 3 players, and they're all spread across the map. The spike is still down over towards Market there, and difficult position once again. Everything's turned back in Supermassive Blaze's favor, who still also have a res on their side if Turco wishes to use that.
So, Xiao, he's got his 2 teammates, but they're far away from him here in the Breach and the Sage. So, he's got to be careful. He might know that A site is clear for him to go for, but they needed the spike first. It's finally been collected here in post, and it's Viper Spit to come out, and I would imagine it is on A. Yes, it is. Xiao is going to stay in here, and this has already been telegraphed. You know it's going to happen. 2 players rotate in from SMB with the Cypher in support, and they're trying to attack through anybody that's sitting inside of the Viper Spit, but the angle is too safe. It's too close, and they can't flash. It goes out. Russ wins it out. That's one on the Zypon, but Shadow with a flash of his own. He'll get one. He'll drop. He'll get taken down. The res onto Russ to keep the rifle up, and the spike has not been planted. 0 seconds left. Viper's taking a bit of damage. Wins it out against Aura. Come on, Aura, sorry. And there it is. Finally lost to Izzy.
Xiao got stood up there. Got in towards site. Go on. Waiting for his date on site, and they never turned up. They got in a, well, bit of traffic over towards heaven there, unfortunately. Russ being the traffic. Unfortunate. Well, Supermassive Blaze, they found their second round, and we're reopening the kitchen, it looks like, and back in business. Well, they're going to take a timeout here, FunPlus Phoenix, because momentum plays a massive part in this game, and really don't want to let them get carried away with it. If possible, don't let them get that 5-7, because a 5-7 scoreline is almost even, and how hard have you worked, FunPlus Phoenix, to make it a 7-0 half at this point so far? So they want to regain that momentum, try and make sure that they don't get anything back in. Bring it back to a 10-2. That'd be nice.
I mean, many things can be seen as just nice. If this is the level we're working with, so fair enough. You know what? Always look on the bright side of life, right? That's always what we go with. So, what happens here for FPX is they keep it on running. They lost a couple of rounds, 2 rounds in a row finally. It's a breather for SMB, but looks like that B site might be the way to go because A has just not been working. Even later rotations. I mean, what's happened is, hey, let's just go through Postal, and every time we go there, we get shot to bits, and we don't really know how to convert it. But look at the amount of util in the lineups to go and aid in that B push.
Another interesting camera angle from Power. He has all of the lineups with those. And in comes the Rolling Thunder towards B. That's going to gain them entrance to the site. Power does tag up one, but it gets taken out in the end. It's going to move in. Oh, just about missing the shoulder of Angel through the smoke. He's going to get all the way back there. We see a flying Izzy in through, but he's going to be headshot by Dimisic. Power in a great position, but Angel comes through with 3, and Turco, he's the last one alive, and suddenly his whole team has been taken out, and FPX are back in the driver's seat. Jerry in the driver's seat. Turco will take out one more. There's still 2 players left to deal with, and the spike's down. You'll take them both out before you can get that down. That was close. But the lineup... Oh, there's Dimisic. He'll finish it off. If Turco hit that headshot through the box,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd have done. I don't know what I'd have done.
Definitely would have been unexpected. So, what a shot. That transfer from Angel was so good. If he was so close to getting the 4th one as well, so I wouldn't have been surprised if that actually went down. So, FPX keep it on rolling to finally break SMB before they can get too much in their hands, but an operator has been brought up, and it's on the raise out of all the agents here, so seeing Izzy how much work that he can do with that operator, so I'm expecting a lot, but let's see what SMB can do. They're rotating up onto A as this seems to be the read for them, and finally a camera that gives out the info for Izzy to take the shot.
Power again just has the power to put cameras in the most awkward positions. Angel doesn't even know where it is. Zipan's searching for it. Is there an angle you can destroy that one from? There probably is. Power comes up on top of the box. He'll take down Angel. Zipan trying to come to his rescue, but Izzy's there with the operator. He's got that one back in hand, and there's only 2 players left on the FPX side. Supermassive Blaze, once again, they didn't let that change of momentum get to their heads, and all 5 players left alive. Trying to hunt down Shadow now. He's just waiting outside here. They have full control of the spike. They can just sit there safely and get some safe defaults while they, I don't know. I don't even know what you do in this situation. Listen to some music.
Nope. Oh, tag through Shadow!
30 seconds left.
He still got hit with the operator. And can it be finished? Yes, it can. Flawless round. And honestly, all came down to that beautiful Cypher camera.
Last round before the switch.
We've been lamenting about it. We've been molding so much over the past few rounds, and it finally worked out well. Incredible here. And the 3rd round will be put on the board. The last one for SMB and for both of these squads in the first half. Every single round matters. And hey, who knows? Maybe when SMB get on their attacking side, they'll be fairly more comfortable. But that is no excuse to come up short in the first half.
FPX. 8 rounds now, and looking to make it 9. That would be a massive difference between the 8-4 and the 9-3, obviously, but it's worth being said, honestly, because it is really just that much. I mean, getting 1 round within that the double digits scoreline is so great for you.
Joke's over!
It'll just make it so much easier to get this. Is he blinded up? And Angel doesn't quite make the most of it with the kill, but Turgo's going to go back over the wall with his own. He only finds one. The spray transfer not quite there to find Zipan. And the kills are coming through from FPX now as they push in towards site. Russ will take down one, but the trade is available for Angel, and it's just Power left coming in from mid. He'll take down Shadow. It's still a 1v3 though, and all of the attacking players, they can get the spike down. They're in post-plant positions. You can see Dimisic over towards CT there. Oh no, that's Angel, sorry. Can't read my silhouette so well.
So
the last two players are over towards Pillar 2.
Look, there was an attempt. It's just unfortunate that you can't really do much with what you've got here. Overwhelmed on the site by FPX. Spike went down, and Pora doesn't really have much to work with. There we go. There's nothing really to save at the end of it. You walk into the op, you walk into the Vandal. Doesn't matter. The end, it is done. There's Angel for the finisher. And it's 9-3. Unfortunate for SMB to come up short here. So this is not too dissimilar to what we had in the first map in the series, where SMB were victorious. But it's the flip of it. Maybe the attacking side is on, but for SMB, every single round, including the pistol, matter incredibly. So no fault, no surrender. Keep on fighting. If you're Supermassive Blaze, I know fans out there, for Turkish fans, they're looking at them, they're looking at Turkish teams in general, they're like, yeah, we need to pass through this because you got your shot at, you know, the upper side of the bracket here, an extra level, but you need to show everybody that you're here to win it.
Indeed, that is what they're going to try and do now as Supermassive Blaze, they're just running in through mid. They'll take that heaven position. Shadow, he's going to try and find one pick here. He's going to use, I mean, just right in front of them, throws out that fault line, but Brave, he's not inside of it. He'll take out Dimisic. Shadow is still alive over there, but Russ takes out Shao. Angel is there with the trade, but Supermassive Blaze, they've taken control of CT and they're using it to head all the way around to A in this 3v3.
Yeah, at least 3-3, but Izzy gets it on Angel. The peak at long range for Zipan is just not going to work out of the classic. And Shadow, if he can even see anybody, oh, he can, but what can he do with a crosshair of his? Might be able to right-click here and go in. There's the flash, and he pushes up the right-click to win it onto Turco. It hits. Their one's ready. There's the tremor. Shadow keeps on moving, checking behind the screens, but Izzy has taken down Zipan. Now it's a 2v1. A grenade thrown into Shadow's way. Nothing will be done to him as they're already fallen back. And it's going to have to deal with the spike planted. They both double up, and Brave wins it out. SMB get the second pistol. It's happening!
It's happening! I did say that FPX did have a very attacking comp. I was expecting them to probably get like a 7-5 half, something like that. They did a lot better than that, but in the end, this is going to be the half where they're going to have to claw onto every round. Not in the way that, obviously, they're going to play badly on this one, or that they have a bad comp for defense. It's just that it's not quite as strong on defense as it was on attack. You can see, oh, G2 are almost about to win map 2 there. 11-8 against Oxygen. Well, Supermassive Blaze, they need to make it happen once again. This time they do have the SMGs in hand, so a little bit easier on this one. And once again, playing with that second Sentinel, the Cypher, just means that first off, you can get those lurks going, and you can make them a lot more useful than what Shao was doing on the Viper. And second off, you can make sure that the defenders, they don't get anywhere near you from behind. In goes Izzy with the blast packs. Not going to find anything. FPX have already given up the site. They probably want to go for a retake or try and, get a few opening picks. There it is. Dimisic, the one tap onto Brave. Beautiful. Doesn't deter Supermassive Blaze, though. They can get that spike down. Angel, he's also good with the Sheriff. He'll find power up. Still 3 players left on the Supermassive Blaze side to get through, though. Turco, he's going to immediately push down Dimisic, who's not ready for that whatsoever. In the meantime, Izzy's taken down Shadow. Russ takes 2 heads off of Angel and Zipan, and he's looking for his third. He'll find Shao as well, and the remaining 3 players of Supermassive Blaze just completely bring it back.
Thank you so much for winning that, because after those 2 kills, my heart was just... racing. Please, not like this, not like this. But SMB make it happen, and they had one rifle to work with as well, 2 rifles in total in the last round. They're not gonna buy up, but on the FPX side, it's gonna be full-on rifles with light shields. And sitting around with the 2 Spectres and the Sheriff even for Turco. He's not gonna be asking for a rifle and SMG in the round here, just trying to make it work with whatever he's got. And again, this is a map that really can work with SMGs and pistols, just with the distances, the amount of corners and tiny little hallways that you have to deal with.
FPX are trying to push out these Supermassive Blaze players. Oh, that's an aftershock that's going to hurt if he stays near it. Shadow will find the first pick onto Power. He's on low HP now, and Russ turns around the corner to find his head. That's a good trade. The Seekers come out as well. He's going to find out that a lot of players are up in heaven and over towards mid. It's good information for them. It means that nobody is close to CT right now, which gives Russ the movement ability to get in towards there. Shower's right round the corner, but Russ finds the first and the second with the spray transfer, and now they can move in towards site quite happily. Dimisic inside of the smoke. He's looking for a pick onto Turco. He will find the head, but at the cost of most of his health. There comes the heal. Zipan, with only 25 armor. Tim and Dimisic try and retake this round in their favor. Should have been theirs to begin with, to be honest, but difficult one now to retake against 3 players who all have positions towards the back of sight. You're going to have to hit heads, and Izzy will take out the legs of Dimisic before that can happen. Zipan, the last player left. Hawk does not flash him up fully. He turns around the corner to find a 1-tap onto Russ, and he's looking for more, but he's going to have to do it quickly. Towards the back of sight here, it's Izzy who's going to be first, trying to spray him down through the LED, LCD even. You can't find it. 7 bullets left in the chamber. Another head found, but Izzy, he'll finish it out just about. Make it the 6th round for Supermassive Blaze, and it's looking like they're going quite well in this half. Looking for their 4th round here.
6-9, quite nice here for SMB. And look at this here from Russ. So much work done, holding on the rotations from that B side through the back, making sure the spike is planted safely on A. At the end, it was a nice try, a nice attempt. NT in chat, please, for Zipan. He did the work. He tried to get kills, and he was successful in a couple of them. But in the end, too much for him to chew onto. Izzy's gonna find the first one on the Zipan. And a 7th round is looking like a possibility here for SMB, as FPX have bought up whatever they can, including a shoddy. So, desperation is setting in here with a Bucky of Shadow.
Yeah.
Finally something that works that crosshair.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Look at that. Will he find a kill with it? Supermassive Blaze. I don't really want to peek around the corner too quickly. And there's the hot hands, but Russ runs right into it. Shadow, he'll take him down. Loss of a little bit of his HP, but he can go and pick up that rifle now if he wants to. Doesn't quite know if there's somebody watching it, which there is, to be fair. And so, Supermassive Blaze, they've been hurt a little bit, but they know that they've probably got good hands going. You can see the FPX side, they're trying to put all of their eggs in one basket. They're heading towards A. Brave is rubbing up against the wall very slowly. Is that a DC? What is going on with the SMB players? Uh-oh. That's tech issues if I've ever seen it. That looks like a DC from the whole team. Ah.
Oh boy. DC for days. Yep. What do we do about this in this case?
I don't know, actually. If their whole land center is down, that means that nobody can even communicate that the
Spike down mid.
internet issues.
Yeah, I mean, they know what's going on here.
Okay, I think they know. They know.
One enemy remaining.
Nice one, Shadow.
Shadow got it.
Pure skill, pure skill. It's just power left hidden. Oh, he's found him. Will he turn around to get the trap-wired player? I doubt it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to take a tech pause here.
I don't know what the ruling of it is, so we'll wait for our admin to kind of let us know what to do in case of a DC.
Yeah,
there was, like 50 seconds left in it. I don't know if there's like a time allowance at the beginning of a round before it's called where you have to, restart it or something. So,
yeah,
technical timeout. So we'll see if there's any different ruling to what we have on screen. That's what we're going to stick to until anything different is told. But regardless, that really has to put you down. as SMB, because you're like, yo, we had this one in the bag.
Yeah. Either way,
hurt.
whether you get that round or not, the momentum was looking well in SMB's favor in this half, and well, I mean, whether you win that round or not, it's unfortunate that the momentum's going to be blocked either way by this pause. At this point, if they lost the round, the momentum's blocked. Here we go. They're getting their way back in. Look at that.
Hey.
Hey, okay, we're back in.
They're live.
They are ready. I don't know if a rollback on that round is possible, or
I
if
don't
it's
know what the
allowed
admins
in
will
this
call.
case. But right now the score is 6-10, and it's really unfortunate for these players because it's a round they would have won probably with full rifles against the half buys of the FPX side. So I'm not sure what the ruling is going to be on that, but I'm sure the SMB players do definitely want something to happen in that scenario. But they're going to be figuring that out in the back end in the meantime while we're sat here trying to I don't know, navigate our way around this.
Yeah. So, how does this one go? Show me the money. Come on. They're back in on this one, and
We're just being told Oxygen also got taken down.
Wait.
They also all DC'd. So
are they all in the same spot, or this is like a countrywide outage? I don't know if all the players are in a city or a certain area together. So let's see. Turkey internet outage. Google is your friend.
the whole of Turkey go out. Maybe it's a problem with the client. Could be anything really. There are a lot of problems that do go down in this kind of situation. So you just got to wait and see what the ruling is on all of this. Well, sorry about this, guys. Stuff happens. You just got to deal with it, really. I'm sure SMB aren't very happy about it, but there's not really much we can do. They're just, yeah. Yeah, let's watch some highlights. There we go. Okay. Here's a second round where, I mean, good round from SMB to get a lot of weapons out of their hands. But as you can see, I mean, like, FPX, they had their hands, they had their claws well into the game at this point. They were doing so well, winning 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds. See that stuff going up there, and no matter how many kills SMB got in each round, it didn't really matter up until this 8th round, and suddenly they had the momentum back in their favor. Losing another one out here, but being able to bring it back to 9-3, not too bad whatsoever. Starting to bring it back on this second half, but
just seeing the same thing happening to OXG on the other side versus G2. They were on breeze. It was 12-10. So yeah, we're discussing the round like we were explaining. Well, I was explaining only a couple minutes ago, which is it's unsure what would happen when it comes to the round itself. As hello, Twiggy, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, buddy? Don't worry about me. I'm just getting laughed at by the producer because I was looking like this. I was looking at my notes while I was while you were waiting there, and she was laughing at me because she can see me the whole time. Here it is, Mel. There she is, and there.
So
our lovely producer.
Our lovely producer, of course. So let's see how this one goes. We are waiting on the admin decision. That's why we're not really telling you exactly what's happening, because we don't know. We need the admins to discuss with the teams and figure out what happens with the DC. I would assume that something similar is happening with G2 OXG that is going on right now, and it had the same exact issue. So still on technical timeout in there. So hey, we gotta wait up until we have some info, but otherwise SMB looked like they were on the comeback. And let's take a moment here to compare it to our very first map on Ascent, where there was a moment, Blaze, they had control over the first half. They had what in total? They gathered up 8 rounds versus the 4 of FPX up until round 12 before the swap. And that's really, really good. They were on Ascent in that side. So it was pretty impressive from them. We were kind of expecting Supermassive Blaze to really show up and give us their best because, number 1 Turkish team, they come in with the highest seed. They want to show everybody and all the naysayers out there that, hey, we're here to play. and we have that experience. We might have been stuck playing in Turkey the whole time, but we can show these Europeans and these CIS teams that we're really here to play and we really can give our best through them. Izzy has definitely been an incredible player to watch through this series so far. And I gotta say, usually it's the Jet no brain kind of thing, but Izzy, big brain behind the Jet plays, not gonna lie.
Yeah, so many clippable plays from him so far, and FPX, they've been making their way back into it, especially this game. It's been all around the board. The whole team has been doing a lot to keep them in this one and get themselves that, well, the 9 rounds before, obviously, the disconnect happened. And then, you know, they didn't really have to do much in that 10th round they won. But, yeah, no, I mean, they've been great all around the board so far in this second map. SMB trying to claw it back right now. But we're just going through some technical issues. We're going to be right back. There's not much we can do as casters or as producers or anything. So we're going to send it to a break while we get everything fixed on the back end. And we will be right back as soon as we can with as much information as we can give you. Sorry about this, guys. We'll see you in a second. Hey everybody, just wanted to come back on during this break to let you know that that last round, both streams, so the both of them that just went on over both streams, they're going to be rolled back. So Supermassive Blaze are going to have another chance on that round where they had the full buys. We're getting the lobby ready to be rolled back, and we'll actually go back onto that. So that's the official ruling by Riot on this one. We just wanted to come on and let you know that before we go back into a break and get the lobby set up. So thank you guys for bearing with us. We'll be right back once again. We'll see you there. And we're back in. There we go. It's 6-9 once again. And yeah, this is the official ruling. Just so you know, that's just how it is. So anybody who's upset about it, that is unfortunate, but how it's going to be. But I can imagine that most people are going to be relatively happy with this one.
Turkish fans right now are pretty happy.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty happy.
It all works out. It is the official admin ruling. So this is what we're going with. Same goes for stream as you were mentioning. So that aside, that's in the past. Now we're in the game, and we're trying to see if SMB can recreate that success from before. Still 5v5 in here, and FPX are limited detail-wise. They're going for pistols overall because Eco had been shattered by SMB, despite FPX having a pretty effective first half.
Yep, absolutely. Again, we do expect Supermassive Blaze to win this round with the economy they have in hand. It's all about how FPX play this one. I mean, now they do know that Supermassive Blaze have a full buy at the very least. So they'll be able to use that information a little bit. But in they move. Zipan will find one with the Sheriff, but Brave and Russ, they come through. I think the trade and an extra one. Ibisik turning around the corner. He'll find Brave, but again, Para with left. The trade this time. Shao, he's looking for one here. He doesn't see Izzy around the corner. He's going to send out his wall and try and make himself a positional play. Gives Izzy a nice bit of cover. Shao with the one tap onto Power. They're aware that Izzy could be there, and as he comes around the corner, Shao's actually good for the second one tap, and it's just Russ by himself now. They both have Sheriffs, and Shao, he's good for the third. Doesn't matter, it's going to 10-6 anyway. FPX, what an insane play from Shao.
Wow. Shao, what was that? Absolutely incredible. Yeah, there you go. Okay, thank you very much.
Please.
All right. Thrifty round from FPX. We were just talking about it at the beginning of the round, like, hey, we're really limited on utility. What are we gonna do with this? And you know what? It works out great. Just because of those closer positions, you can do a lot of work with the Sheriff, and accuracy is key with it. Shao hits it, and that is the round for FPX that now make it 10-6, recreating what they believe is the rightful choice. And you know what? Fair enough. That was very convincing in the previous round.
Here we go now. Well, that's going to give Supermassive Blaze a little bit of a shock coming into this one, but It also means FPX, they can buy up into this next round quite happily, and Massive Blaze have to come up against. Well, a Viper's Pit in mid is actually going to stop most rotations from happening, and it makes it a little more difficult to get around the map at this point. Angel, he's stunned up by that, but no damage is done. No direct hit. But Brave doesn't matter. He'll find the head anyway. They get in towards site. The wall is up to give them some more space, and they can also use the Seekers off the back of that. Power will find Zipan with the Spectre. A Neural Theft is going to be used by Power. All of the information they need to try and stop this retake from happening. Shadow trying to flash his teammate in on Dimisic, but Dimisic is not going to get a kill with the run it back. Power now aware of his position as well. 2 players up in heaven and Dimisic over in CT. Dimisic finds a head first onto Power though, and is going to be able to heal himself up. Looks like FPX on this one. They don't really want to try this anymore. Time is ticking down, and at this point, you're in a 3v4 and difficult situation. You want to save up that economy.
So, it makes sense, right? You got the last round. You're able to put a dent into SMB, but this is your CT, your defense economy that you need to work with. And sometimes, like we saw SMB needing to make that decision when they were on the first half, they had to make the tough one sometimes in a 4v4 to fall back and make sure that they hold their util and their guns for the next round. So, the tough one, but a necessary one, looking always at the macro of the game and the grand scheme of things here for FPX. SMB looking pretty now after this round. W trying to bank up as much cash as possible to keep it all up. 2 rifles up for Shadow, 1 for Shao, and 1 for Shadow as well, like I mentioned, with light shields. Otherwise, might be that B take again, or maybe just a quick poke and a rotate to A. Always possibilities for SMB.
Yep. Trying to claw every round they can get. There's Brave with the kill onto Dimisic. He's stuck inside of that slow field, making it incredibly difficult to get away from there. Brave will take full advantage of that now. They have the From the Shadows and the res available, but can they get towards that body to get the res going? Not if they're dead, but Zipan, he stays alive. That's 2 headshots for Brave, but it's not enough to get the kills. Boom buddy up through mid, and they do get that res off on B main. Still 1 player on low HP, but all players alive now once again as SMB, they head over towards B. Or A, sorry.
It's the same. It's alright. They're pushing us in, and that's all that matters. They're rotating away. Like I said, you know, they're poking to B, and then they try to go for A, and now it leaves FPX in a position where they don't really know what to deal with, but Angel's going to hit the kill and TP away now to hold off through screen. Wait, oh, it stopped dead in his tracks. Izzy will take him out. It should be clear here for a plant, but it's an advantage FPX manpower-wise for V3 as the spike is being set. This is a retake now. Plan for FPX. Oh, Turco do! It's happening!
Turco goes massive to bring it back in their favor now with 2 ults available. It's looking good into next round as well. Well, Shao will take down Izzy, so no showstopper this round at the very least. Turco down in hell, and Russ takes out Dimisic. Shao jumps down on Turco's head, and now it's a 1v1. Shao on very low HP. A shot to any part of the body should finish this off in. No!
Hello?
Oh, don't do it again! Oh!
Oh, he knows it,
yeah. Well, once again, SMB seem to be having trouble with the internet.